Turn your radio up. WkndWork is now on.
This is how it should be done.
On Shade 45.
Share procedure.
It's the WkndWork Coach PR. You know how I do every night. I'm bringing the heat, that shit for you. I got my guy right here. I said my guy because everybody comes in here. No, not everybody. Fuck everybody. Certain people, we just vibed out real quick, and he loves sports. And it's Coach PR, so right now he's my guy.
Oh, I love that, bro.
Omari Hardwick.
I'm your guy.
You my guy. What's up, man?
What's up, brother?
Thank you
for having me, man.
Appreciate you, man.
For sure.
People still call you Ghost?
Yeah.
I was gonna say Ghost.
No, of course.
Right? That's stuck with you, bro. Like,
yeah, I mean, I feel like
not a bad thing though.
Not a
Is it?
yeah.
Really?
Never bad if I can say what I'm about to say. Coach.
Okay.
Never bad from the sports analogy. If making Tiger and making Air or MJ, or more appropriately, making Magic, Irvin,
I see where you're going with it.
Michael.
Right.
And I guess Tiger's actual name is Adrian or something like that.
Right. Okay.
So if the reality is
See where you're going.
that in embodying in fanship, embracing that of which I have embodied character-wise prior to Ghost,
Yes.
and what God has ahead for me, and what my talents have ahead for me. If you call me Ghost, as if I were Magic, whether he opens a Fortune 500 company or whether he passes the ball the way that nobody else could pass at 6'9", bringing the ball down the court.
Right.
Scoring 45, as you know, in his rookie year at center when Kareem went out.
5 chips.
5 chips. Then I'll be Ghost.
Championship 9 years out of his 12-year career.
Championship 9 out of his 12 career.
Yes. I see where you're going with it.
Then I will be Ghost gladly every single day.
I see where you're going, Ghost.
Because I knew Coach thought differently. But there are a lot of people that, as you know, didn't grow up with that vibrating game that we talked about with the Pittsburgh and Mean Joe Green and Lynn Swan and Terry Bradshaw. And we're saying names right now, Coach, that they're like, who and what?
Who is that?
So that level or age group of fanship or a fan, they oftentimes are handcuffing me or relegating me to the nickname that they have affectionately given me.
Right.
I'm so okay with it.
And people grew with you with that. Yeah.
And I'm okay. They did.
Right.
You got some people that went from 15 years old to 20 some years old.
Yeah.
So for them, but I think we do come from a generation, if you're talking the 35s and older, we come from a world where we saw our grandparents embrace Sammy Davis as a rat packer.
Right.
Not because he was Sinatra, but because he could actually do 7 things.
Yeah. Right. He was
So let's
talented,
embrace all the things that people have to offer. And if you decide to give us that nickname, shit, bring it on.
Right.
But as long as you're not handcuffing them to that one character.
Right. Don't handcuff.
But the nickname's phenomenal.
I love it.
Ghost?
Shit. That's crazy, right?
I mean, if it gets to the point where the fans embrace all that I'm about to do, and then still call me Ghost, nigga, I might have Brave and Nova call me Ghost. I'm like, what happened to Papa? They're like, no, Pop, you Ghost. I'm so okay with it.
That's good with that. Yeah. So, were you on fire like after Ghost? Now that you left Power and everything, how was everything with the phone? Your phone call.
Yeah, it popped immediately. I went and did Nate Parker's movie first.
Okay.
American Skin.
Right.
So I did that first while still on Power.
Yeah.
Courtney allowed me to go maybe 17 days I shot that. So I was away from Power for about 17 days. Had to come back to do 3 more episodes. And the 3 episodes were the Whodunit episodes. So we were done with 10 episodes. Right. The final 6 being the Whodunits. I had to come back and do 3 more. Finish those. Went from that to Army of the Dead. And then finished with Loretta Devine in South Africa doing Spell. So things were popping while I was doing Power. I would do a movie or 2 movies every summer. But it really started popping. And then, of course, I went into, after COVID, Toni Collette, Piece of Her, shot in Australia, Coach. Wow. And then I went Halle Berry in Boston, Mothership, which is coming out. And then The Mother with J-Lo.
Mothership with Halle. Now you have The Mother.
They were back to back.
With J-Lo.
I went from Toni Collette to Halle to J-Lo to Marseille Martin.
Yeah, your shit was on fire. Your shit was ringing for real.
So it started really. And I'm super picky with the roles. I'm super. I think we all should be.
With this Mother role, did you think twice about it?
I did think twice.
Why did you think twice about it?
I think, Coach, because we were coming out of Toni Collette on into Halle, and those were giant opportunities for me from the thespianship side of it. Toni being this great thespian, Halle being this great thespian.
Right.
And Halle, I knew, could add something to my dossier resume, if you will, because of her thing, not just being a great actress, but because of her thing. And so when they brought in the conversation that there was potential for me to work with Jen, I wanted to make sure that it wasn't a repeat of that.
Oh,
if I didn't smell like, oh, is it the same?
Right.
Am I just going out and sort of, and then when we learned that the character was very different from that which I had done with Hallie, which is different genre as well. Hallie movie, sci-fi. This movie, as you know, action.
Action drama.
So, action drama. So, more appropriately stated by you, action drama.
But they got you in this one, boy. I was like feeling
it's different,
for you,
bro.
You got shot,
It's
stabbed,
different.
shot
I did some
again,
stuff.
beat her fighting.
And then when I met Nikki Caro, the director of it, she let me know that I want all of that out of you. I want it all. I want your ability to take a beating and keep on taking.
Yeah.
You know, and to your point, I went through a lot of that shit.
Yeah.
And then you still see me live another day throughout the movie that you get a Jen and put that next to me, and I just saw, okay, this could be very different for my career.
Right.
It's the biggest film I've done, and she's
Really?
as big as they come. I mean, Army to Dare was really big, right?
Yeah.
Army to Dare was a big movie.
Yeah.
But this is it's huge. The budget had to be mammoth.
It
3
was-
movies in one, it kind of looks like
Did
3 movies.
did you shoot somewhere?
Canary Islands.
Canary Islands.
Coast of
right?
Morocco.
Right. Yeah, I was like,
That's it.
when I saw that, I was like, yeah, it's big.
It's big. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I needed it.
All right, so let's do this, man. Let's get some music real quick.
Let's do it.
Omari Hardwick's here, Ghost. For those that really want to call him that,
You feel me?
make sure you don't stick him to that, though. What you want to get into, bro? What you listen to?
What we got today? What genre we on?
We're in hip hop, bro.
Oh, come on, bro.
Shit 45,
Oh yeah, so you know what I want?
50,
bro.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
50 always.
Yeah,
But if you go 50, you know what you gotta do?
What?
You know what I love for 50 that people don't do? I love window shopping, dog.
Window shopping?
I love that song, bro.
Window shopping? You want
Yeah,
to get into
Many
that?
Men
Some
is my
iPad?
shit.
Many Men? What you?
But I love window shopping for 50.
And it is Cinco de Mayo weekend, so
Window shopping, Pippin.
window shopping. All right, let's go. You heard him, window
Do
shopping.
that. Window shopping. 5
Weekend work.
Look at him.
It's the weekend work. Who you
I
talking
seen
about,
you.
Marshall?
Yeah, he kind of on it. Look at him.
Look, he's on it, man.
He on it.
Omari Hardwick.
He trying to not laugh while I try to fucking make
Yeah,
him
he's
laugh.
gonna be serious because if you make him laugh, he's gonna shake.
Oh, it shakes.
Nah, he's stable
Shakes,
on this. It's good.
shakes.
So what's the plan now? Because you know I talk to my wife and then sometimes we get into argument about the Oscars, right?
Okay.
So the Oscars is like, for me, I feel that black actors, I hear them complaining, and I'm like, they shouldn't complain. Fuck it, let's create our own. And she's always taking that they want that trophy. They're entitled to that. What's your take on that?
Really great point.
Like, they're entitled to that. Me, I'm like, fuck them. Create our own.
That's a really great point, Coach. I don't usually have interviews that stump me. I think that's a great point. I'm glad y'all talk about that specifically. I thought you were going at, we argue with me wanting to, as she being the wife, and I say me, I mean you. with her saying, I want to stick with supporting the Oscars.
Okay.
I thought you were just going to say that, and that you're like, nah, I'm out. But
Right.
you're saying that she's advocating for the Oscars to remain a very, I guess, a lighthouse for our culture.
Right.
Because
You're entitled to do
because
that if you
as
do
a
that work.
lighthouse, we still should have the opportunity to strive for that light.
Right.
You're saying, fuck that light. Right over here is a great dock. And the boat can go dock over there, and when they get off, there's prizes for days.
Right.
I think there is a argument to be made in defending both of your points. I understand that I said this en route today, Coach. I said to my team, and I was saying this to really my stylist who's younger. He's the younger one on our team. And I said the irony is the generation prior is not necessarily educated on how the industries plural work within our country. The highest being, the most powerful being, religion. There's never a moment whether you believe in God or not, or whatever God you believe in, that somebody doesn't say, God bless you.
Right.
Have a great day.
Something.
You go to court, you put your hand on the Bible, you say this.
Right.
Even medicine and finance are kind of right together, as you know. In entertainment, which you got to put sports with us. Politics and entertainment should be kind of together.
Right.
And so to that point, I think all the industries, but then my publicist and I kept talking about it, which is a great point to be made by a publicist. And she said, it's true, Omari, we are the most glamorous industry. politics is kind of next to us.
Right.
We're the most glamorous industry.
Yes.
So what your wife is getting at is, we are a microcosm in an industry to the macrocosm, particularly of this country, where predecessors came here and toiled, especially when they look like me and you. They toiled for us to get opportunities, to vote. So you have many an ancestor or ancestor saying, how dare you not vote?
Right.
We fucking toiled for y'all niggas to
Right,
vote.
right.
And they wouldn't use that word, so sorry for that. We toiled for you Negroes to vote.
Right.
And other brown people inclusive in that.
Right.
So in doing that, and we need to rep the Native Americans who were here first. So in doing that, you kind of look at your wife's point, and what she's saying is, so if we're going to be voting members of the Academy, because we are voting members,
right?
She's correct that we're not taking away the power to vote for the academies or for people up for it.
Right.
Then how dare we not be afforded opportunity to then be graced with some of the trophy that comes with it? She's making a great point.
Right.
I get your point of going, but I don't want us to be hung up on that. Let's go over here. I think there's an argument for both points. I think it's a cool argument.
But you were more on her side. I don't like that because she's gonna really love you now.
So do you not? So do you not want? So would you be proud tonight that your guy?
No, I understand what you're saying.
No, that your guy, because you're gonna scream at the screen and say "Ghost," even if I win an Oscar.
Right.
Especially because you don't relegate me to that character.
Right.
Would you be proud that I won an Oscar, or would you be like,
No, of course. So
but why would you be proud?
Because you worked hard for that.
So it is got value to you. It's got value to you.
But it does, right? Especially for somebody that puts in work. But I don't think we should be complaining. Let's create our.
I don't disagree with you. I'm not on more her side. I don't disagree with you.
Okay.
I don't. I think that it's a glamorous industry, and we get sold on what's shiny, and that's pretty shiny.
And it's the glamorous industry does. Yeah, right.
That's shiny. Wait, what about the NAACP Image Awards? Omari's gotten 3 or 4 of those. Coach would say, that's incredible, man.
Right.
That's incredible. NAACP, we don't have that without the work of, rest in peace, Harry Belafonte. Recently, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
We don't have that without Sidney Poitier. We don't have it without Cicely's work. All the way down through Sidney Poitier to Denzel, back around. Come on, Muhammad Ali included. So if Omari got 3 of those awards for thespianship, for his craft as an actor, as a former athlete, does it really matter that he's getting an Oscar? So I don't disagree with your point. But if the Oscar is affording opportunities and new rooms to open for us, then we should be afforded those opportunities. Sometimes it's just about access.
Yeah.
The Oscars can be a key to a room we weren't allowed in before. Denzel didn't have an Oscar Jakes. He won them, and he only got better.
That's right. That's true. Now, my other question. There's a lot of actors, black actors, coming from UK.
Oh,
killing the game right now.
Killing the game.
How do you feel about that?
Great.
Feel great about that?
Because they crafted.
Some people would say, oh, why are they not looking at the black American actors?
They are looking at the black American actors. I'm not saying the black American actors aren't thoroughly crafted. What I'm saying is I have an issue with anybody being allowed in if they're not crafted.
If they're not crafted.
We are on Shave 45. You and I grew up never necessarily pushing away the potential of a white guy from Detroit becoming one of the greatest hip-hop artists of all time. We didn't grow up necessarily pushing away that potential. But when he came in, we absolutely moved out of the way and said, oh, this motherfucker's incredible.
Yeah, he's nice.
What can you do?
Right.
What can you do? Eminem's, it was phenomenal. So if those guys are analogous to Eminem, coach, it's like, well, they're very gifted.
Right.
And if you hold your own, you should be fine.
You shouldn't be worried about it.
It's you and I trying to get a number from a girl. If the girl goes, I'm dating somebody already. Coach, if you and I feel we got that thing, we go, okay, cool.
Right.
No matter.
Right.
It'll be a matter of time before you hit me up.
Right. Exactly.
So it should be looked at almost in that way. But why not? We let rappers who sometimes aren't crafted come in acting.
As long as you're crafted, like
just
you
be
said,
good, man.
Be good at it.
Don't make a mockery of. You're a journalist. I say too many people have a mic. God chose some people to have a mic.
Yeah.
Coach, everybody got a damn mic. If you and I pull up the Instagram right now,
and that's how I feel with
everybody
that.
got a mic.
And there's people that's not crafted that's doing the shit.
It's crazy to me.
Right. So that's how I feel. As long as you're crafted, you're good at it.
So you and I agree with that.
Right. Yes. Yeah. I'm good with that.
Yes, sir.
Next question. Power or BMF? You watch it?
Yeah, of course. I know that BMF story so much. I did not know that Power story, as you would say, Coach, because there was none.
Right.
There was just the Power story decorated, and our cats we grew up with, our guys, to your point, who lived a life similar to that.
Right.
To Kanan, to Ghost, to Joseph's Tommy, to honor ball. Then they might have a contact like Enrique's Lobos.
Right.
But we didn't know that story necessarily. We knew the Italian mob story. We knew blacks came in and out of that story.
Yeah.
We knew Pee Wee Kirkland did what he did while being a phenomenal basketball player.
Right.
We knew that Bumpy Johnson was put on by...
Right.
But we didn't really know that story that Courtney told.
Right.
So because I know that BMF story, I gotta say power. Because we created out of a non-story.
Right. Non-story.
A
Created.
phenomenal story.
Right. Okay, I see where you went with that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
But I know Meech's story.
Right.
Because I'm from the A.
Right.
Remember, he left Detroit and
Right.
came to the A.
Since you put it that way, that makes a lot of sense. Because you created the story instead of, we know that story. All you have to do is do it. And it's harder to create. You got that one. All right, we'll play some more music. Got one more thing.
Coach is slick.
You slick too, man. What else you want to say? Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
What you want to get into real quick?
Let's play. Come on, you gotta play some J-Lo shit.
Let's do that.
Go play.
Let's do that.
What we gonna do? Ja Rule and J-Lo? I love that song.
I don't know if we're gonna do the Ja Rule part, but
can't do that.
Can't do that.
I'm
gonna call you Ghost right now.
That was different.
How you gonna say 50 and then Ja Rule? Come on, bro.
Well, then what we gonna play from J-Lo? Don't back away.
Let's get anything.
Because I love what you just did. You reminded me of that.
What?
You reminded me of that. That there became no more of that guy on the block in Queens. Because my boss just eliminated that. 50 did some gangster shit one day that I got to shout out. I'm going to shout this shit out.
Go ahead.
5 did some shit that I just forever will be like, that's some motherfucking G shit. For the Ja Rule concert, 50 bought all the fucking
Did he
tickets.
really do that?
Nigga.
He really did it.
That's beautiful and different.
Yeah, that was real. When I thought, I was like, nah, he ain't do that for real. And I've worked with 50 for the longest since
Did he do it?
beginning. And when I said, did he really do that? Like,
But you should have been able to ask 5. 5 looked me straight in the face and said,
nigga. It's the weekend work. Omari Hardwick, Coach PR. Let's get into some J-Lo.
that part.
Turn your radio up. Weekend Work is now on.
This is how it should be done.
On Shade 45.
Share procedure.